Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm the Gray Strega, and we are going to do the daily collective read for today, Thursday, March 16th, 2023. What do we have coming through in the cards for today? Can I please get the first 5 cards of our 5-card spread? First card coming out right now, Six of Cups in its reversal. So a lot of attention being paid today to karmic connections that are not necessarily in their most positive place. This could relate to any kind of energy that you're feeling karmically pulled towards to a very strong degree, but having to have that deeper understanding or that deeper moment right now of truly asking yourself if these karmic connections that are pulling towards you right now are kinds that can be healed, where there is a mutual agreed upon desire to heal the connection, or if the reason you're feeling this pull is one that it's simply not necessarily a connection that can be healed, and that is going to require you to have to heal from the connection itself. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now, the next card we have coming out in our 5-card spread is the Three of Cups. So I will say that even though we are going through this situation right now that you may be experiencing, gives a lot of clarity to that Three of Swords energy that we pulled for the card of the day today. While you are navigating some emotionality towards some connections that are feeling karmic, that you're feeling that pull towards, but you do kind of recognize or dealing with the fact that you don't feel like they're in a place that can be healed, we see some support coming through here with this Three of Cups. Outside energies that are giving you the support, creating some sense of levity and peace, even as you struggle with some of these connections. Continuing to get clarity right now on these cards. The next card in our 5-card spread is, and we love this, an Ace of Wands. So again, even as you're struggling with some of these more difficult karmic connections, you've got new possibilities, positive energy coming towards you, helping you as you go through this. And this is leading you to this beautiful Ace of Wands moment, new opportunities, new passions, new projects, new communication, new success, keeping your eyes driven towards those areas that are building this for you, even as you're kind of recovering from these more difficult connections. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now. The next card we have in our 5-card spread is Five of Swords. So this could have a little bit to do with some of this Six of Cups energy that we're seeing in its reversal here, because we do see that while you are kind of moving into these new opportunities, these new avenues, you're finding some reasons to celebrate, even as you are kind of dealing with some of these karmic connections that still have some pull on you. You are looking for some kind of resolution point. You're now reaching a point where you're seeing some of these connections, you're trying to move forward from them. And more than anything, you're desiring some sort of resolution as you continue forward from this point. Following card in our 5-card spread, the next card we are seeing right now is the Hangman in its reversal. So what we're really seeing here is this is a moment where you are looking for this resolution. You're trying to find this resolution for yourself or through the situations or circumstances, because you have effectively decided that there are some situations that you potentially want to close out, specifically maybe even around some karmics that you feel are not necessarily in their positive vibration, with the understanding that you feel like you've gotten everything that you needed from those experiences. There's nothing else to learn, and now is the time to kind of extricate yourself from them. Continuing to get clarification from these cards right now, clarification between this Six of Cups in its reversal and the Three of Cups. Going through a very kind of what could feel like an awkward experience of still feeling the connection or pull to some of these non-positive or difficult karmic connections that are not in a state of healing but are pulling on you, versus this Three of Cups energy, so moving towards in the directionality of points of celebration, of those energies that you feel are truly aligned to your path and to your own sense of joy and positivity. May I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with the Queen of Cups in its reversal. So this will feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now, bearing in mind this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For feminine, this could be feeling like a very emotional day. Something about this experience of having to sit between feeling the karmic pull of these connections and moving into a sense of your own peace and joy is kind of feeling somewhat emotionally triggering to you. This could represent as an overexpression of emotionality, or a cutting off of one's or disassociation from one's own emotional presence. While for masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment where, again, you are feeling the pull of this karmic connection potentially towards a feminine energy that you do not feel is being in emotional connectivity with you, but also trying to potentially find some kind of like peace or solidity around the outside energies around you right now, even as you're struggling very deeply with feeling this disassociation or disconnection from this energy. Continuing to get clarification from these points right now, clarification between the Three of Cups and this Ace of Wands energy. So a moment right now where there is a lot of cause of celebration for you around you right now, as is based on new opportunities, new possibilities, new projects, new experiences coming towards you in a very big way today. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with the Lovers. The Lovers card. So this is a moment that we are looking, and I need to point this out. There's a big, deep shift happening between acknowledging some karmic connections that you may be feeling a lot of pull towards, but you understand are not necessarily on your own healing journey or are not allowing you the ability to heal the connections, versus having some point of celebration coming through right now around the new projects or the new energy that's coming through that is showing you some ability of a higher divine partnership. These are spiritually aligned connections of energies that are healed, that are moving towards a place of celebration and new opportunities and new creativity. So we love to see this energy today. Continuing to get clarification between these cards, the Ace of Wands along with the Five of Swords. So feeling a lot of this creative energy coming through, these new projects, these new experiences, these new possibilities breaking through, and all of them leading you to this point where you're now just kind of struggling or desiring some resolution on some outstanding conflicts, getting some kind of closure so you can embrace some of this new energy and coming towards you at this time. May I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with the Two of Wands. So this is intriguing because while we do see that there is a desire right now for some sense of closure, there isn't necessarily a desire to communicate on that closure. That there is something here about like not necessarily wanting to open the door or not necessarily feeling like you have the optics or the ability to create that closure outside of oneself. So this could be a moment where there could be a determination of just creating the closure by blocking off any kind of perceptions towards this energy to you, trying to move forward in the most positive way possible, but like honestly just kind of accepting that this is a moment of closure and resolution for yourself as you go forward in this energy. Continuing to get clarification right now between this Five of Swords energy and this Hangman. So again, deep desire right now to create a point of closure, looking at situations or experiences that you now realize are no longer bringing you any kind of higher insight, but are just potentially creating pain or unnecessary degree of discomfort. May I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now. Wow. With the Two of Cups in its reversal. So this is just a moment where, again, I need to point out, we've got so many things about positive and negative partnership coming through. The acknowledgement of negative karmic connections that are not healing. The desire or the observation of new partnerships forming that are leading to higher senses of spiritual alignment and centering. And the acceptance and acknowledgement of being able to build resolution points and free yourself from any partnerships that you do not feel like are necessarily aligned to your highest self, and allowing that there needs to be some kind of breakage point from these partnerships to give you the resolution and to free you of some of this discomfort and frustration. Continuing to get clarification right now between this Queen of Cups in its reversal and the Lovers card. So this is going to feel very intriguing and different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now. For masculine energy right now, this could be feeling like there is some kind of divine understanding of divine union that is coming towards you right now, but also trying to wade through the fact that there's something about that union around the feminine energy where you feel that you are potentially not necessarily in connection with that energy, that there is something about this energy being kind of emotionally cut off from you or at an emotional deficit, even while acknowledging kind of this higher spiritual connection that you feel towards this energy. While for feminine right now, this could be feeling a lot of emotionality around the fact that you're kind of like in this space where you can acknowledge or see this divine partnership coming through. And this is either leading you to an over emotionality today as you deal with some of the things that you're letting go of, as well as kind of the observation of what is occurring. This could result in over emotionality or a cutting off of the emotions or feeling disassociated today. Clarifying that Three of Swords that we received with a card of the day. We're getting clarification here with the Nine of Cups in its reversal. So this is really a moment of like, for feminine energy, this is a space where you are trying to kind of come back into your emotional, like you're trying to kind of get yourself back to a place of feeling like at your emotional fortitude, that there's something here that has really kind of become a triggering point for you. You may be feeling over emotional. You may be feeling kind of cut off from one's own self today. There may be some feelings of disassociation you're experiencing as you try to move into a space of gratitude. That there is something that is feeling like it's almost like this inability right now, kind of in the face of what you're experiencing, being caught between these 2 points, that is making it hard for you to like really kind of build that sense of value and gratitude for yourself, but working a lot towards this sense of gratitude and value for yourself as you go forward from this point. While for masculine energy right now, and this is also putting a lot of acknowledgement into any situations or circumstances potentially around the unhealed karmic connections that you are realizing did not necessarily come to a place where they could truly value you. And that is what is creating some of the emotionality as you move into partnership or this higher spiritual partnership. While for masculine right now, this could be a moment of acknowledging that there is this higher spiritual partnership that you're seeing and experiencing around a feminine that you do not feel like you are in emotional connection with anymore at this point. And also allowing this to be a moment where you are having a hard time kind of trying to find the positives or trying to find some kind of opportunity to be able to come forward towards this energy at this moment because of the lack of emotionality that they're potentially feeling towards you at this point. Continuing to get clarity right now between the Lovers card and the Two of Wands in its reversal. So this beautiful harmonic energy coming through right now doesn't necessarily need to speak about relationships. It certainly can. Any kind of partnerships or unions that are bringing this higher spiritual gift and so many spiritual gifts with it, along with this degree or ability right now of feeling like there's certain things that you do not have perception or clarity on, or potentially even like cutting energy off as you move through forward from this point so that you can kind of concentrate on some of this partnership energy coming forward, or some lack of clarity as it relates to like what the path looks in terms of going forward from that energy, some kind of blockage in vision. This is a moment of surrender. This is really beautiful. This is a moment of surrender that we're seeing happening right now. Again, this is a moment of surrender that leads to a point of victory. So someone in a certain way is cutting off some kind of ability to like observe or look at some kind of future scenario right now, abandoning that for the sake of this beautiful partnership energy coming towards them right now. And this feeling like an act of surrender, which can feel a little difficult because we do see karmic energy around it, but there's a lot of victory in that surrender. 2 ace cards up, I will point out. Continuing to get clarification in this point right now, and this could show some of that blockage. Looking again at some of those karmic connections that are not in their healed space, using this as an opportunity of understanding that you just don't necessarily see any path forward that is functional with those energies, and potentially working to either block those energies or just kind of allow that separation to occur with those things that do not feel energetically aligned to your highest self right now. Clarification coming right now with the 4 of Swords. This really requiring a moment of rest. There may be a feeling of exhaustion today that you're feeling because something about being able to like cut off this energy is kind of requiring a state of rest, of relaxation as you kind of come through this like state of like peace on this, and allowing these things to come to a state of rest, because it seems like there has been a lot of energy it's been pulling from you and creating a state of exhaustion. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, clarification between the 9 of Cups in its reversal, along with the Ace of Swords in its reversal. So a moment right now that could feel a little bit draining. There is a bit of draining energy on this today. Having this moment of really trying to build one's own appreciation in oneself up again, potentially even some feelings of overwhelm, as you're trying to work back into a state of gratitude, and allowing there to be this moment where you have to understand that there is a surrender that's currently happening around you, but a surrender that is leading you to a higher form of victory. May I please get 1 card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with Strength in its reversal. This is a very vulnerable moment, guys. That there's something about this energy, again, especially for feminine, it's leading you to feel very emotional. For masculine, it's some kind of observation that you're not necessarily like in as ideal energetic alignment with feminine as you may desire, and trying to build that energetic connection. This is a point that is feeling a bit draining today. It is causing some vulnerabilities to be expressed. So just keep that in mind, because we see a lot of back and forth energy coming through right now. And it may just it may feel a little tricky as you go through it, especially with strength in its reversal along with the Four of Swords. Clarification on that Ace of Swords in its reversal and the Four of Swords. So again, a moment right now of surrender, but victory in that surrender, maybe even requiring more physical rest today, more emotional rest, or desiring or accepting the need of allowing some things to have a point of rest to allow you some victory as you go forward from this point. May I please get clarification? Clarification coming through right now. Again, this is a Six of Swords. So this is a moment of understanding that you are moving forward on your path right now. And though while you do kind of accept and have this point of acceptance that this is a direction that you need to go in, there is a lot of grief that you're potentially carrying on the way on this journey, which is why you're seeing this moment of acceptance, mourning, having these points of grief, even as you kind of see that there is something here about a victory that's imminent in this moment at the same time. Continuing to get clarification between the Strength card in its reversal and the Six of Swords in its reversal. So a moment right now that could feel very vulnerable because you're moving forward on your path right now while still carrying the grief of the past behind you and with you as you progress. May I please get one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now. I love this. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands energy, Queen of Wands energy, the final card for today. So what we do see here is while the energy right now for feminine, and it's going to feel different depending on whether you align for feminine or masculine energy. For masculine energy right now, there is this point where you maybe for feminine energy, let's start there. There is a moment where you are feeling an emotional overwhelm right now, or an emotional deficit, feeling a lot of this emotionality today, having a bit of an overabundance of it that could be leaving you feeling drained and exhausted. But it is bringing you into a state of power. There's something here about that over emotionality being because there is something about you moving into the space of energy, moving into the space of directionality, moving into the space of clarity for yourself, moving into the state of true empowerment. And truly being aligned, because this is kind of the merging of the feminine and masculine energy that we see in this Queen of Wands energy. So an energy of really coming into harmony, but feeling very emotional about it. While for masculine right now, this could be a moment, and this is creating a sense of vulnerability as you step into your power here for feminine. While for masculine right now, this is a moment of grief and potentially some vulnerability as you pay acknowledgement towards an energy of feminine right now that you are seeing stepping into their power. And I do see here that this could be feeling very rocky for masculine right now because there is some anxiety around this energy in terms of feeling like you can, feeling like they need to there is something here that's very intriguing with the masculine energy about this desire or need to push forward even while being in a state of vulnerability, but also moving with directionality towards this energy in the process. Trying to potentially even find a way forward with this energy in light of some difficulties or some hurdles that have to be crossed. Final card for today's deck. Bottom of the deck energy on this is Page of Swords. So this is leading everyone to a little bit of uncertainty or a little bit of self-doubt today, some anxiety, because we do see here there's a lot of new cycles starting. There could be some anxiety in terms of asking what the next best step is today, or feeling a little out of your element as you kind of figure out how to forge forward. But rest assured, this is a moment where you may have to rely more on your desire to drive forward so much as your ability. And that will kind of power you through any difficulties or adversities you're experiencing today. Well, that is our daily collective read for the day. Thank you so much for being here to experience it with me. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. Please keep in mind, if you book a private reading, it is a two-step process. You have to book the reading and pay for the reading. Please make sure you do both if you'd like to have the reading. My readings are done over Zoom with the option of a recording sent to you afterwards. And if you're a subscriber to my TikTok, you can take 10% off any of my services when you pay. Just mention your subscriber ID at the point of payment. I want to thank you guys so much for being here with me to share this daily collective read, and we will do this again tomorrow.